Hello and welcome back to my Indigo Mind. I am Ty Shana, your host. Nice to meet you. Well, Zwellen. Whew. These YouTube streets has been something serious this week, honey. So Kerrion Franklin, Kirk Franklin. Let's talk about it, honey. I've always felt like there was something off with Kirk Franklin. My opinion only. Bit feminine, you know what I'm saying, for my taste. But that's neither here nor there. So, not too long ago, if you hadn't seen it, Kerrion released a tape of his dad cursing him out.
Dare you? I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old. I did it. I'll break your neck. Is that a threat?
Slap, curse him out, tell him what he gonna do. You're not gonna disrespect me. You know, just words and things that you don't expect from a man of the cloth. Not realizing that this man of the cloth is still man of the flesh. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we put too much energy. We put too much, we put them up on these pedestals that they cannot acquire. They can't get to these levels. You know what I'm saying? Because the only man that belongs up there is God on any type of pedestal. I don't care if he's a pastor. I don't care. We give too much loyalty to these men of the cloth that is also of the flesh. Every other time, these preachers are the absolute worst type of people. You know what I'm saying? And they do things to people under the guise of being spiritual healers and leaders and things of that matter. Not saying that Kirk has, just saying majority of the time, you can't trust who you think you can trust, honey. So, here's the thing. Kerrion has been in and out of the media for the last couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Saying things, doing things, then he'll disappear again, and he'll come back and he'll disappear again. Kirk actually responded. You know, he came out and he apologized on his page, and he just basically let you guys know that, you know, it was a moment where a dad was mad at his son, and, you know, and that's all well and good. Because at the end of the day, this man is a father. And if his son is irate and doing things he feels disrespected by, granted, I don't agree with how he said it, but it was a heightened moment. So as a father, I could understand. Now, this is where it gets a little saucy. Because right after this debacle, and going on Tamron Hall and sitting down and doing that sort of thing with his wife. You know, by the way, he also bigged up his son's mother and let us know that she was such a beautiful, intelligent, well-spoken woman. You know what I'm saying? Of God. So that was a plus, you know what I'm saying? That he didn't, you know, dog his son's mother or whatever the case may be. But you can tell that they have been going through it with this boy for years. I'm not putting that past you. But what is it that was making him act out is the question that I kept asking myself. What is it that makes him act out? Like, it gotta be something that happened in his life, and this is all before anything popped or broke or anything like that. So I'm saying to myself, and I'm like, wow, like, he's a kid of the industry. There's no telling. But he was on the gospel spectrum of things. Maybe nothing really happened. Maybe he's just tired of the spotlight. Maybe he's just, you know, acting out. You know what I'm saying? These are all things that's swirling in my head. So boom, story breaks. Audio of supposedly, allegedly, it being Kerrion saying that Kirk Franklin molested him.
You just said further and further away from me tonight, right in front of my face. And you just said I'm a poet. I'm a creative. You're gonna write a show or and you said you liked it. And you said you liked it. I didn't say I liked it. I said you said it sounds good. Why would you lie to me? Yeah, because I would like to see you do something productive. Like make productive? Y'all ain't done nothing productive. I'm a son of a famous fuck. Y'all ain't done shit. I'm just saying, like, I'm proud to see that you got something to look forward to. I work with everybody. I like to do it if I want. I thought this was one of my family and it's not. Production is gonna be whoever lives at his house. You're a crazy uncle. You are. And now you're talking about you look older than me. You're not taking care of yourself. You look older than me. Talking about secret society shit, and it's like this is the shit that makes me go right up here. I'm not in none of that shit. You can believe whatever the fuck you want, man. I live my own life. I ain't sold my soul. I'm not on contract. You said I'm she. He said I'm she. That's what you said. You keep calling me she. Talking about so now I'm getting one. That's what everything say on the internet. That's what everything say on the internet. That's what y'all say behind my back. Multiple people in this house told me that you called me the devil first. This is how you want to be your business? Why you need watching me and my daddy? That's cool. I'm used to that. Is this stuff? It's classic. After everything I've been through, you can play his music tonight. You showed your ass tonight. Thanks for playing my Molested music.
Girl, I'm sitting there like, oh Lord, please don't let this be true. Like, Lord have mercy. First of all, we don't know because Armon Wiggins broke that story. He broke that story. And he didn't have all the information. He didn't know if that was Kerrion for real. Now, granted, he did sound like him. He sounded like Kerrion. His speech patterns, the things he said, you know what I'm saying? So it gave me the vibe that, yes, this was Kerrion. But it also gave me the vibe of he didn't know he was being recorded. And that right there is like a invasion of privacy, seriously. Just like he did it to his father. Very, very suspicious, right? But that also made me feel like, okay, if he don't know that he's being recorded, could what he say really be a lie? Because he sounded like he was intoxicated. They all did. The male that was recording, that did the interview the other day. I'll try to find the clips and put them in the video so you guys can kind of see and get a timeline of how things went. So yes, he came forward and he basically said these things or whatever, right? So that gets out. And he finds out that that's out. And he's like, look, I don't have nothing to say. I don't, everything's going to come out. Some people going to be getting sued. I have like mixed feelings because I grew up on Kirk Franklin. You know what I'm saying? The gospels, the music, the singing, the all of the things. I grew up on him. But I also know that he is a man of flesh and that I don't put more on him than I expect of myself. Because at the end of the day, we are human. We are here to make mistakes. We are going to do things we have to learn from. I'm only disappointed as that little girl because the woman in me understands that adult people, period, have flaws that they need to get past. The problem comes in when we put these human people on these pedestals that we create for them. And then when they don't live up to it, now we're heartbroken. Now we don't understand when the whole time we should have been guarding ourselves better. When the whole time we should have been ready, realizing that, yes, I love this person, but this person is still human. It's not without fault. This person is not without anger. This person is not without reacting to something that makes them feel some type of way. You get what I'm saying? So All too often in this world, we put so much on people. We put so much on people and not enough on God. Now, what I hate is when people use God to get past situations they put themselves in. Do not sit up anywhere and try to use God as a way to get people off of your ass. Because no, at the end of the day, you take your shit. Whether you are a God-fearing person or not, you say you messed up. Oh, and by the grace of God, he brought me out. Like, no, sir. No, sir, no, ma'am. I'm human. I messed up. I made an effed up decision. Now I gotta sit with that. And I will. I will pay for it all mentally, physically, and emotionally because of my belief in God. But I fucked up. Let's be clear. I hate how people come forward and try to throw God up in people's faces like they're just supposed to be like, okay. As long as you love God, you come out of it. And no. Free will is a thing too. Why don't y'all use that? Why don't y'all put that out there? Because you could have chose not to do what you did to get you where you are, to have people second guessing you, but no. You decided to go do it, so now you got to live with it and deal with it. Don't blame God for that. Y'all always trying to put something on the Lord. He ain't had shit to do with. You put yourself there. You cheat with the woman, and it was the devil that was tempting you when you went looking for her. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And the fact that Kerrion is so determined makes me side-eye the situation. Determined to get this out there. Why is he so determined for you to hear his side? Okay? We got to be very clear about this. We put these fleshly people on these pedestals, and then when they fall from grace, it's like, cancel them. Well, look. Everyone mess up, including you. Only difference is you don't put your on camera, we do. That's it. That's the only difference. So there is a lot of people in these comments running their mouth about situations. You should, and you should, and you should. Meanwhile, laying next to their problem. Meanwhile, sending money to their problem in jail. Okay? Take what these people say with a grain of salt. Because a lot of them that talk the mess that they talk could never, would never. Okay? Stop being so worried about what everybody else has to say about you. Stop. Because they called this boy crazy. They said he had issues. They said he was going through all of this stuff. Why? Why is the first thing that Hollywood goes to when you come forward and tell your truth is that you're crazy? You ever notice that? The first thing that Hollywood does is call you crazy. Because that's the go-to. If everyone thinks you're crazy, no one's going to be listening to the words that are coming out of your mouth. Meanwhile, they should be. You never know what goes on in those circles. You never know. There are too many stories with the same punchline for them all to be bullshit. Seriously. Just saying. Do your research. So please like, comment, and subscribe. And leave your comments down below. That is where we will politic. Okay? Make sure you hit that notification bell. And when you do, honey, press all so you'll know exactly when I post. Okay? So, shorty gotta go. Okay? I shall return. Alright? So, later for now. Bye.